So I was thinking, I have a great idea. You know how most surgeries they're performed essentially with like a little robot arm that goes in and does all the stuff inside? The doctor's on the outside just watching it through a monitor and kind of like moving things around. If I can get access to a saw, a drill, and one of those robotic arms, I mean, like if it's brain surgery, you're typically awake. You could really do it yourself. You could direct the thing while you're awake and doing the brain surgery on yourself. You'd save yourself so much money. You'd cut the doctor right out of the process. That might sound a little crazy, but that's what I hear all the time as a lawyer. People come in and they say, hey, I don't want to spend thousands of dollars on documents I can find online. I mean, I can go find something like what you're proposing to do for me. I can just do it myself, find a template. Why can't I do that? It's not that you can't, but when you hire a professional, basically you're paying for their experience that they have gained over time doing this, being able to spot potential problems or issues. It's not a matter of just some form template, and you're paying for their insurance. So when you hire a contractor to work on fixing your house, you're not just paying for somebody to replace a wall outlet. Like, oh yeah, I could probably do that myself. If you mess up and short circuit your entire electrical system and your main panel, that contractor is licensed and insured, and they're going to have to fix it, or their insurance is going to cover it, not you. So there are some differences in hiring an experienced professional. Some people say, I do my own taxes. Well, you might not be doing it quite right. And spending a little bit of money to save yourself in the long run is usually a better idea. I can't tell you how many people over 20 years that are some of the most successful people, once they get to that level, they realize trusted counsel, whether it's an accountant, financial planner, contractors, attorneys, they're worth the money for the experienced ones who know what they're doing. If somebody comes in and says, I want a will, I'll just go online, get a will, write it up myself, and I'll be good, right? They don't realize that normally a trust is actually better because a will still typically has to go to probate court. When you go to probate court, that can take years and cost tens of thousands of dollars because you usually have to hire an attorney in probate court. So by doing it yourself, by creating a will, even though I don't do estate planning, I know about this. By creating a will yourself, you actually have incurred tens of thousands of legal fees that you've put on your whoever's going to inherit your estate by doing that. So it's kind of short-sighted. It's not an abundance mindset. It's a scarcity mindset saying, I got to hold on to everything I have, every penny I have. And even when people are putting together business deals, they're like, I don't want to have to spend a lot on a lawyer. I just want this to go through. And maybe later, can I just pay you a little bit of money to look it over, all the documents I prepared? No, we won't do that, because as soon as we're involved, you have the protection of our insurance, number one, and our advice and experience. And typically when someone brings something in that situation, I'm going to start over and I'm going to charge you the full amount anyways. So, you want to do it yourself, that's fine, save a little money, but just realize that you might be making a, not the best decision by not going out and seeking good advice in the process. So do it yourself brain surgery, probably not a good idea. Do it yourself templates, and like I do securities offerings, do it yourself PPM. Sure, you can find them online, but is the company that's giving it to you licensed and insured in your state and experienced as a securities attorney like I am? Probably not. So make better decisions.